Hey, good morning, good evening, everybody. We're just going to do a quick watch list review today. There are about 15 stocks here I'm keeping a track of, and they're all looking pretty good today. I got stopped out of a lot of my trades last night, which is good because I was a bit fed up with them, to be honest. Let's look at ELA. Yeah, so kind of a double top on ELA. Um, I got in on a nice dip there, 80 shares at 12.80, and it was just a sort of explorative thing. And I had a feeling last night that this resistance up at 14.56 was going to be a big pullback. So I put my stop loss in really tight last night, and it opened up there and came down, 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 and clipped out at 14.18. So I'm happy with that, just a simple 10%, but it's gone into this consolidation, and I think it's going to take a long time to break out of that. So I'm happy to be out of that. 10% is okay. It's not earth shattering, but 10%, 10%. If you make 10% in all your trades, you're going to be pretty happy. So, yeah, it had a huge pullback, I guess, right, and it's gone back into this consolidation. So I'm out of that because there are opportunity costs involved in being in crap trades that are not doing anything. Again, with IHRT, it went way up to 510, which I was in at 260 at 385. So that was, if I've been watching the market, that's a kind of 40% trade, and I wasn't expecting it to break this trend line too radically, but it has. It's come all the way down, and right enough, it's bottoms out. So there's a tiny, tiny sort of 1% loss there, but it's going to take a long time to get back up to that again. So I'm out of HRT. They're not all explosive winners. And it's important to note these in the kind of channel that not everything is a 100% win. So yeah, it was up at 40, and then you could have gotten out there at whatever it was, 30%, but I was hoping it was going to come back and repeat this trend, but sadly has not come all the way back down to there, which is most surprising and super lame. VRCA, this trade is a good trade, but the timing is not right, I don't think. So I just put my stop super tight here because this is just a ginormous consolidation pattern, and I don't really want to wait much longer. I got in at a good time actually, that buying after the second day coming down, and that is a healthy sort of 17% profit. I just locked in my profit there just in case it spikes up, but if it drops down, I'm out super fast. So that's cool. That's almost a 20% win there. That's good. Just adding wins to the overall. I'll show you my beta trades, how it's all looking. I opened this account fairly recently, so back in August. We're up around, kind of consolidated for the last couple of months, which isn't great, but these are the wins in green. That was like a big one, that one, 7,000 profit. And so that was a big boost there, obviously. And we're up about 10% over that course, which is around 15,000 USD. So that's pretty good. And that's your win and loss. Largest win, $7,000, and largest loss, 600. That was kind of a big mistake of mine. It shouldn't have been 600. That would have been way over 10%. So it should have been around, 100, 200. But the biggest win, and that's kind of, I think, a decent 40% wins, 60% losses. That's kind of your average. That's kind of good trading, I think, unrealized. And so we're looking at about 10% over the course of August, September, October, November, December, August, September, October, November, December. So 5 months. I would like it to be more, and I'm working on obviously increasing that as the year goes across. So that's how it's all looking just now. That nice $1,000 win, and let's go back to the watch list. So I've closed these all out. I'm not in Ella anymore. I'm not in IHRT, and VRCA battles on. Possibly something will happen there. So let's have a look at the watch list. There's some crazy things happening in the watch list. A lot of pharma, and there's a couple of business and tech. So let's have a look at IPSC. And we'll just go through these. I've missed the boat on a few of these, unfortunately, but I mean, for example, this one, called it here, Probably should have bought in there, or you can buy the dips here, and just ginormous explosion on IPSC, which was a good call from me. If you're calling it here and getting in there, then 151% on IPSC, which is just staggering trades. IPSC, what else have we got? And I mean, this is kind of interesting. A nice pullback here. I was tempted to get into this, but I'm glad I waited. And we're down there. So that's kind of interesting. ARDX. CMTL is just totally blown up by the dip. BTD by the dip. There was no dip. Well, that was kind of the dip. We'll see what happens. I'm going to put a little alarm in here. If this goes higher, I'll probably get into that. EDAP has just gone off in the most insane fashion ever. Might be a good time to buy there at 3409. It's had a nice little pullback there. Looks to be going higher. ZNTL. I mean, you should be buying here really. Big explosions. 9 million volume. Someone dropping 9 million bucks there. It's not over till it's over, as we will see with ERAS in a second. This is really interesting, isn't it? Pop, pullback. Let's see if NEOG has got the balls. I like this trade. It's a little bit overbought right now, but we'll have a look at that. QTRX. This is interesting. Pretty volatile. Someone's dropping big money here. $18 million. And it's had that big swing, the momentum change. So it's looking pretty interesting, that one. ALLO. I quite like ALLO. It's had that big pop. Might have a little bit of a pullback. I'll keep watching these. LPCN is just the most insane trade of all time. That would have been a nice sort of entry around here. And how much money would you have made on this one? A cool 200%. I mean, that's just wild, isn't it? Absolutely wild. 3 weeks, 240%. Wow. BAER, is it too late to get into this one? I'm not sure yet, but it looks really, it's an incredible movement, that, isn't it? And ERAS, my wonderful trade, I got stopped out right here, which was almost 100% trade. And much to my surprise, it's gone higher and post even higher. So that, am I going to get back into this? I don't think so. I don't really like entering trades around the 80, 83 mark. That's like historical highs. How long can it keep going? I have no idea. I'm going to watch it just for fun. And DRTS, a very similar situation. Lovely little pullback there. And that's probably a buy signal there. There's the big green pop. And if you got in there, what are you looking at? You could be looking at 45% in just a week. Extraordinary returns. So that's the watch list review for today. Am I entering any trades? Not really. I want to be finding something like this. I will keep looking. Maybe we'll have a very quick look at the breakouts. See what happened yesterday. Wednesday 192. I don't really go for mid caps. 92. It looks interesting, but no, we will just hang back and wait for more interesting things. It's been quite a slow week on the breakouts so far, but LPCN continues. OSS is interesting, I think. OSS. A bit slow. Come on, software. Let's try a refresh. It's an interesting pattern, but a little bit pricey for my taste. TTM Technologies Inc. Software's really slow today. Okay, I think we'll bail on it. It's just being a douche. So that's a wrap for today. Some of the watch list tickers just absolutely blowing up, and I missed those trades, unfortunately. Probably too busy shooting videos, but that's a wrap for today. Peace and love to everybody, and keep waiting for breakouts. See ya.